Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. Got some more interesting news from News Nation. p-diddy invited men security had never seen before in hotel room. This is really, really strange. It gets stranger and stranger and stranger, these articles, and more seems to be coming out. Let's get straight into it. Head of security speaks out for p-diddy. Interesting.
Cassie were true about being abused. Bonds was named in that lawsuit. Cassie says he helped save her life. Combs denies the allegations. No charges. Rodger Bonds joins us now. Thank you very much, sir.
How you doing, Mara? How's everything doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking this opportunity. Rodger, do you believe that there is that there is substance to what we're hearing about Combs being involved in these heavy criminal activities?
I believe some of the things. I think some of it is a little far-fetched, but I think some of it is definitely true.
Now, when we get into what the sum is, you are in the lawsuit as saying, in the car leaving the club, you know that Mr. Combs physically abused his girlfriend, putting hands on her way over the line, that you tried to stop it, but you couldn't. Is that all accurate?
Yes, that's accurate.
And help the audience understand what you know was going on there.
Well, there's definitely times that he was very abusive argumentatively. He was very abusive physically. You know, that particular time that Cassie is talking about, they were at a dinner or a gathering on Sunset Boulevard. And Cassie was talking to a manager, and he got very upset about that. You know, he didn't want her talking to any other man.
Wow. Sounded super controlling. And when you got this this Bond guy, head of security, who's looking in, probably not drinking either, it is someone looking in who really knew p-diddy. This is a serious person who knows the life of somebody, knows their personality, knows their MO, and I believe this guy's telling the truth. Yeah, some of the things I think are a little bit over the top, but some of the things like mental abuse, I think you've got to take really seriously.
Managers or doing anything without his say-so. And he got very abusive that day, and I jumped out the car and I ran up on him and I grabbed him and I was like, what are you doing? Do you see where we at? Like, what's going on? And he got inside the car once I grabbed him up, and he realized the way he was at, but some of the damage was done already, and I put her inside the car too.
The idea that he would be involved in running drugs, running women for the enjoyment of others, did you see anything like that? Did you hear anything like that?
Well, I don't think when they say running for others, I don't particularly believe that. You know, at the end of the day, he's Sean Combs, he's Diddy. You know, a lot of the things that they accuse him with, I feel falls under different kind of jurisdictions. You know, it's been plenty times we've been out the country, we've been in other cities, other states where you meet people at parties, you dance, you party, they go back to the hotel, and he has a private jet. So he says, hey, you want to come to New York? You want to come to LA for a week or two? And they get on the jet, and for a week or two they might be there, and then he'll tell the assistant, okay, flying back. If that falls under sex trafficking, then yes. But as far as like physically sex trafficking and making someone go somewhere, I don't believe that to be true.
That's the allegation. Cassidy makes that allegation in part also, what she refers to as a freak-off, which is where Combs would make her have sex with other men. And then that allegation was expanded in some of these other reports that we've seen of, yeah, that's what he does.
I mean, look, the bottom line is that p-diddy, he's got a lot of money, he calls the shots, Rape and abuse. People go in there not expecting to know what's going to go on, especially with the the parties that are going on. I believe that basically what Cassie's trying to say, because he said that relationship seemed kind of abusive. We're never going to know unless people come forward and really talk to what's going on. Sometimes I think p-diddy is clever enough to cover some of the tracks, bad things he may have done, and I guess we'll never know how bad this is. I do think there's cases against him that are very, 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 very serious, but have got to be proven in the court at the end of the day. But I think the people that are going there as well and were supporting, I don't think they're angels either.
He would get women and make them have sex with other men, and that he would get drugs and traffic them, meaning bring them in for sale and use by other people.
Well, on that aspect, I'm going to say I don't know what he does actually in the bedroom. I've never actually witnessed anything like that. But I have seen people that I haven't ever seen in my life, guys that I've never seen before, go into a hotel room with them. And I know that only they was in the room. Nobody else was in the room. But what actually went on, or if they was forced to do it, or how much they got paid, I didn't know about that. But I definitely did see people go into private places where him and Cassie was at.
Do people who know the realities think Combs is going to get hooked on at least some of these charges? And why do you think his friends aren't coming forward to defend him?
That was one of the biggest points I was thinking, is because are they involved in it? Are they involved in it? Do they know basically that this could make them in a bad light because of their fame and fortune? That's a lot to do with it. They don't want to get, look at Kim Kardashian deleting him 24 hours and 40 hours before he got raided. Something or someone must have put something out there that he's next to be arrested for certain things such as rape and abuse. And I think this is going to go on for a little while, but it's interesting to see an ex-security guard of his actually seem to be telling the truth, because not many people are going to come forward. I think people laugh about it and say, oh, it's just p-diddy, but they're not really telling you what you want to hear because it's a cover-up and they don't want to exploit themselves.
Well, I think a lot of things that he's being charged with, a lot of things that he's being accused with is the norm. I think that's part of Hollywood. I think that's a rich culture. And I think a lot of them is scared to come forward because this is what they've been doing for the last 10, 20, 30 years, as if it's just a regular thing. And by Cassie speaking up and finally standing up for what I feel she should have did a long time ago, it's given a lot of people courage to speak up on the things that they thought was the norm.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to...
Well, that was Chris Cuomo interviewing one of p-diddy's security guards who used to work for him. And I think he came across wonderfully. And like I said, there are things that p-diddy did wrong. And his security guard had to step in and say, hey, basically, that's not going to happen. And that's a good thing. But will it be taken to the next level? Yeah, I do think it'll go to court. I really, really do. I think there's a lot of evidence against him. And people like Cassie coming on, who's a well-famous singer and superstar, it makes you think what's going to happen next. And obviously his ex Kim Porter, what's going to come out of that? Was she killed? It seems that way. A lot of accusations are coming out now at the end of the day. And if I was him, he's got a lot to answer to. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Are people going over the top about it, or is Diddy guilty? Let me know. what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and support me. Thank you, wherever you are in the world. Cheers.